Good morning, everybody. I'd like to welcome everybody to the Commissioners Conference dated April 27th, 2021. I'd like to call the meeting to order with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I'd like to welcome everybody. Any unfinished business or correspondence, Karen? Excellent. Next on the agenda, looking for a motion to approve the minutes of the meeting dated April 13th, 2021 as presented.
Second.
Properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, call for a vote.
Mr. Mattson?
Yes.
Mr. Bullard?
Yes.
Mr. Pizarro?
Yes.
Motion carries. Next under the agenda, looking for a motion to approve invoices in the amount of $806,392.23 for the period April 14th through April 27th, 2021.
So moved. Second.
Properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, call for a vote.
Mr. Mattson?
Yes.
Mr. Bullard?
Yes.
Mr. Pizarro?
Yes.
Motion carries. Next under the agenda, looking for a motion to approve pending invoices in the amount of $825,439.
So moved. Second.
Properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, call for a vote.
Mr. Mattson?
Yes.
Mr. Bullard?
Yes.
Mr. Pizarro?
Yes.
Motion carries. Next on the agenda, looking for a motion that the actual gross payroll in the amount of $291,674.88 be approved for payment for the period March 28th through April 10th, 2021.
So second.
Properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, call for a vote.
Mr. Mattson?
Yes.
Mr. Bullard?
Yes.
Mr. Pizarro?
Yes.
Motion carries. Next on the agenda, looking for a motion that the tentative gross payroll in the amount of $269,540 be approved for payment for the period April 11th through April 24th, 2021.
So moved. Second.
Properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, call for a vote.
Mr. Mattson?
Yes.
Mr. Bullard?
Yes.
Mr. Pizarro?
Yes.
Excuse me, whoever's on the conference line, can you please mute your phone? Thank you. Next under the agenda, we got through that one, right? We're on 8.
Yes.
Next on the agenda, looking for a motion to award the contract for the lawn mowing and trimming services for the county-owned properties to Day Services LLC in the amount of $2,975 per month.
So moved. Second.
Properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, call for a vote.
Mr. Mattson?
Yes.
Mr. Bullard?
Yes.
Mr. Pizarro?
Yes.
Motion carries. Next under the agenda, looking for a motion to approve the following projects as presented by the Hotel Tax Committee. The Jefferson County Fair Authority for advertising, $5,000. The Jefferson County Historical Society Marketing and Advertising for $1,787. The Cool Spring Power Museum for marketing for $2,000. And the Brockway Old Fashioned 4th of July for marketing and advertising for $1,875.
So second.
Properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, call for a vote.
Mr. Mattson?
Yes.
Mr. Bullard?
Yes.
Mr. Pizarro?
Yes.
Motion carries. We have a few announcements. First announcement, next commissioner's virtual meeting is May 11th, 2021 at 10:30 a.m. at Jefferson Place. Poll workers are needed in the following areas: Barnett Township, Pine Creek Township, Winslow Township, and Young Township. The Winslow Township, you want to elaborate on that a little bit, Karen, or just how do they get a hold of you if we need poll workers?
Oh, yes. If you are interested, please give us a call at our office, 849-1653.
Yeah, so that's 849-1653. If you are interested in being a poll worker in Barnett, Pine Creek, Winslow, or Young Township, Traditionally, we encourage that they are from that township, but we can grant you a waiver if you are able to volunteer. We encourage you to help out at one of these polling places.
Absolutely.
Okay, also the Winslow Township polling location has been moved from the Winslow Township building to the Soldier Community Church located at 762 Reynoldsville, Sykesville Road, Reynoldsville, PA. So the Winslow Township polling location is moved to 762 Reynoldsville, Sykesville Road in Reynoldsville, PA. All right, is Dave gonna say something? And Tracy, do you have to be on the line today?
Good morning, Jen.
Okay, thank you, Tracy. The floor is yours, if you want it.
I really don't have much to report, as far as, the COVID situation in the county. We're still seeing a slight increase in numbers, not like we have. I believe that the latest reading for the county happened on April 13th. In the last couple of days, the numbers have been in single digits. Good thing. We did a mass PPE distribution in partnership with Highmark, the Allegheny Health Network, Penn Highland, and EMS West to all of our EMS and QRS medical services. And we'll also be distributing PPE to some of our long-term care and assisted living facilities to help them throughout it. So, things still continue to happen. Again, I'd like to encourage everybody, if you have the opportunity to get the vaccine, it's one short way to get us to a point when we can get back to norm. There's a lot of concerns, especially with the Johnson & Johnson vaccine, but we still have Moderna and Pfizer, and it has quite a bit of success with that so far. So, again, if you can, I would encourage everyone to do that. So, other than that, unless anyone has any questions.
All right, thank you for that update, Tracy. And the interstate is back up and running, and all systems go.
That's correct. The interstate opened back up about 9:30 last night after a pretty lengthy closure. The area in Brookville Borough, Water Plant Road, down near the Waterdick Park, remains closed for cleanup. And that probably will be closed most of the day until they get all that cleaned up, both sides of the creek bed.
Okay. All right, thank you very much, Tracy. Herb, Jeff, do you have anything?
No.
All right, excellent. Thank you very much. Next, I would like to introduce Dave for a veterans update.
Yeah, our veterans update now. We have a new program in Jefferson and Clearfield County, which is Positive for Heroes. It is a PTSD service dog program. You have to have a medical diagnosis of PTSD, but the program places service dogs with veterans with PTSD. We currently have 3 in the pipeline, 3 veterans in the pipeline to receive dogs. The program really has picked up speed fast. It exists currently in Western New York. They have 81 dogs there, and it skipped from Western New York down to Jefferson and Clearfield County. There have been a number of agencies involved in making this program come to life here in the 2 counties. And I'm not going to mention all of them, but a thank you to all of the people that have been involved behind the scenes to get this program off and running, because this program is going to make a difference in the county and in Clearfield County with the lives of veterans and the quality of life for our veterans.
So can you tell us a little bit about the origins? Because what I understand is this is unique to the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania with Clearfield and Jefferson counties. We're the first pilot program. How did this come about?
We are the pilot program. Chief Conrad in Punxsutawney, his dog Fury, I believe is his dog's name, they had trained from this same group at Positive for Heroes. He went there, he saw the program working. He came back and thought, this would be a great program for our area. There has to be a need for it here. He reached out to myself and to the commissioner's offices. We had a conversation, talked about getting a few more people involved, and it really, over a 3-4 month period of time, it went from being a great idea, hopefully we can do it, to us having 3 veterans that are getting ready to receive dogs. But it is Western New York currently, 81 dogs there, and it's just now the pilot program in Jefferson and Clearfield County.
Excellent. So everybody, that's Dave Wrights, the Veterans Affairs Director for Jefferson County. Thank you very much for that. And I guess there's a lot of thanks out there for a lot of people that helped get this rolling. So
A whole lot of thanks out there for a lot of people behind the scenes.
appreciate
Yeah.
it. Anything else for Dave?
That's a good job.
All right, thank you.
So
Thanks,
one
Dave.
other thing, so as we get this started, or as you guys have got that started, the first 10 dogs are already paid.
The first 10 dogs are paid for.
So other than that, they'll be, asking for donations and however else that funds can be used to help
Yes.
more veterans.
After the first 10 dogs, then the dogs will be provided through donation. The program's designed so that there's no cost to the veteran for the dog. And I know with the first year, they receive the dog, the vet bills are paid, there's an insurance on the dog that's paid, and I believe their food's paid for 1 year through Purina. After we get the first 10 dogs, then we will need to find donors, businesses, whomever wants to donate to this cause. And the donations would all go to Positive for Heroes in New York. So it doesn't pass through any of the county offices here that I'm aware of or in Clearfield County. Everything will be handled through the office in New York. But we'll need donors locally to help pay for the dogs. Certainly.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.
All righty. Next on the agenda, we would like to open the floor to public comments. We'll go to the phone first. I don't see anything on the website. Any comments from the public?
Mr. Matson,
Yes,
hello?
yes.
Mr. Matson, this is Sandy Snyder,
Hello, Sandy.
and I was just wondering, if there's a date when the meetings will be open to the public instead of virtual.
That hasn't been determined yet.
And who determines that?
I guess whenever we're wide back open, I guess whenever the COVID threat is passed, when we're allowed to.
Okay, I just wondered because Clearfield and Clarion are both open and their rates are somewhat higher than Jefferson. It's very difficult to hear everybody speaking. We can hear you with no problem, but we can't hear the other commissioners or Mr. Wright. Tracy was easy to hear. So it's very difficult to hear on the virtual.
Okay. Any other questions, comments from the public? We do have something online here from Alex Nelson. Boroughs have started discussing the American Rescue Plan. Does the county itself get any money from this allocation? That's actually interesting. We're having, it's an ongoing discussion. I think when they first announced the American Rescue Plan back in, I don't even know, but we've been waiting on funds from the federal or state government, for a while now. They've been telling us it's been coming, but as of today, we do not have a single dime in our bank, in our accounts, related to the American Rescue Plan. We are expecting some money, but we're trying to be mindful and not spend any money before we have it. That has been our policy, and we're gonna stick to that one.
And there's a little confusion. The municipalities think it's coming from the county. It's not coming from the county, it'll be coming from Treasury directly, from what we understand last week.
Yeah, so it'll either come straight from the Fed or trickle through the state. We're not sure which way it comes, but either way, it's not coming from us. And who knows, and we could get a check tomorrow, but I don't expect that, but we have preliminary plans on thinking about how we were allocate that money, but we don't put anything in place until we actually have the money in hand.
And to see how we're allowed to spend it.
Yeah, that's true too. With the rules and regulations. I know in the CARES Act, there were a lot of rules and regulations that were assigned to that. Okay, and follow-up question from Alex. Is the money you're expecting to get different funding? No. It's the American Rescue Plan is the only funding that we're aware of out there that is possibly coming to the county of Jefferson. Okay, any other questions, comments? Actually skipped over one, didn't like to close public comments at this time. I know Alex might have jumped the gun a little bit on questions, comments from the press. I think we answered our first one. If Alex or any other press is on the line, let us know if you have any questions. Okay, looking for a motion that the meeting be adjourned.
So moved.
Second.
Properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, call for vote.
Mr. Masson?
Yes.
Mr. Bullard?
Yes.
Mr. Sorry.
Yeah.
Motion carried.